Hello and welcome back to Christmas Parkour. Now on stage 23, so the end of this map. It's a fairly long series. Wow, there's a mushroom is drawing near. So, yeah. What is going on here? Actually, so there's some pistons there. That was probably not the smartest idea. Oh no, I can't get back up there. So what exactly is going on here? So there probably is a way to get that to come out, I guess. No, not really seeing it. Is there something up here, maybe? Okay, up here. Okay. Well, that was a fortuitous. Oh. It's quite a difficult jump, but it is possible. So we're going to do it now. Okay. Alright, we're going to do 2 more attempts on this jump. Okay. You may actually, it may be one of those things where you have to literally do both at the same time. There we go. I just fell straight off. Not so good. We can go around this corner though. And we can go. It's going over here, yeah, it will. Because then we can go up here. Then we can go up here. And then we can fall straight down there. Oops. Wow. There we go. And then we can simply just walk straight around the corner. And what happens here, I wonder? Well, one thing for sure. That's blocked off, so I can't do much there. Alrighty. Yeah, this is one of those difficult jumps where you have to jump. We really have to be very, very precise because the obstacles do get. Okay, we're going to do 2 more attempts on this, or 1, and now another corner one. Okay, I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit, so we're going to do 2 more attempts on this as well. We can just make it up to it. I wonder if I can actually just walk around there. No, I can't. It's too far. It's difficult to get around there. Final attempt. Alrighty then. So here we are. We're going to hit this lever. And that doesn't seem to have done anything. Well, I can certainly make it over there now. Well, I could have done. Well, actually, I could have just fallen straight into the stream here, couldn't I? And in fact, that's what I could have done anyway. No, you can't make out there, though. So I could have gone up there. I've pushed the lever. Is there nothing else in there? No, there isn't. This is just a... yeah. But one thing I do know is that I could have been here. So I want to see if this jump is possible. I think it is. Oh yeah, easy. So I can get over here. I push this button. That is just strange though, because it's like, fair enough I can get back now, but then what would be the point of getting back now? Would that, I mean, does that affect this lever? Hmm. So it's not quite what I was expecting for this, but... where exactly is the... so there is redstone behind there. So this structure must be, you must be able to get on top of it. So I guess you would go here. Here. Ooh, that was close. Perfect. Oh yeah. Nice. It's this block. Oh my gosh, that is a hard jump though. That is like one of the hardest. That's like a really hard sort of corner jump. Ooh. 2 more attempts. It's really, I think the best thing to do. One of these days I'm going to understand this jump. I could possibly even try it from here. No, that's not what I was trying from actually. Oh, so close. Okay. Oh man. No, I didn't get the acceleration. Oh yeah. Now that was awesome. Sorry, what? Okay. Oh yeah. Yes. Aha. Let's work on the corners. There we go. So there's nothing through there. I can get up here and get up here. And seemingly doesn't seem to be much else there. But this is still not open. So I hope I haven't ruined... I may have ruined it by doing that. Is there something else here though? So I can get up here. Maybe I have to go on top of the whole thing. Is that actually connected to anything, I wonder? Yeah, it is. What am I missing here then? Spent an inordinate amount of time on this, to be honest. I wonder what is going on back here, though. Just I'm kind of curious. Let me in. Quite a lot from the looks of it. Well, you know what? I think there's like one thing that I'm missing, but quite what that is, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go progress through. No, these were not fence gates. This gate is definitely supposed to disappear somehow. Uh-huh. Alright. Alright, let's just forget about that for now. This is when it starts getting... That's nice. Yes! You see, there's no way in hell a few months ago I was going to be getting 2 of those in a row. Ooh, I just zoomed over. Alright, I'm not going to actually say like how many attempts left, but yeah, I'm gonna have a few attempts at these things. One of the things you've got to be careful of is often when you fail like loads of times in a row, it's very easy that when you try and get back up, you keep on fucking it. That was close. Oh. Alright. So I've got to remember, we can go 1 over, but that is it. So literally, if I go much further than this, when I'm aiming straight down. Yeah, now these ones, these jumps around the corner. I have actually done them a few times. I think I did them on cloud jump. You see, if you go like a little bit too far, you can go, it's like slightly less than a third over the edge. So there, if I went more than about 10 pixels to the right there. No, I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to be able to get them at this stage. I can definitely get this though. Yeah, let's have one more go at this actually, just one more. It was nice, that was a nice line though. There we go, that was good. And literally from here there's nowhere to go. Apart from straight to the end. Ooh. Yeah, because that jump is not possible. Ooh. It's going to need some rotation in the air. Oh yeah. I'm happy though, you know. Obviously I haven't made all the jumps, but this is a very, very, you know, some very difficult jumps here, and I'm happy that I made a decent handful of them at least. What's going on here then? I don't actually know what that is for. Well, I guess I do now. What? Why would you do this? No feeling there's quite a lot. I mean, there's obviously a lot of redstone on this level, but yeah, I don't think that. I'm not sure what the point of all that is. I'm going to jump over here. Okay, and also what I've said previously that if I make the jump, even if I go off the edge, even if I go off the edge, I'm still going to count it. Ah, so that's another. All right. Okay. So we'll go over here. Could go down there. No, you see that jump is impossible to make that. So what I have to do is I have to go across here. But I kind of think I could probably make it from here. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh. I didn't even know that spider webs even affect you in cobwebs even, not spider webs. So that is a tricky issue. So I'm not quite sure on the navigation of this. I'm going to try and go here, see what happens. I don't honestly think there's anything here though. So how would I navigate through here? It looks likely to me that that is the way to get up there. So from here, well, clearly this is one of the ways. Aha, so I would actually need to go around this side and then make that jump. Let's try and do that then. Yeah. Fucking hell, that's a hard jump. Because literally, as soon as you jump here, Alright, so let's get myself in position here. Yeah, I'm going to stay about here. So I'm going to go for here, and then ideally the rotation should happen. I think the rotation is supposed to happen like earlier in the jump than later. Yeah. So that was pretty good. And I overdid it. So you need to do like a boing, and then with a very kind of very smooth curve, and then it needs to be a pointier curve for the final jump to avoid going over the top. So yeah. Anyway, oh, in fact, yeah. That is tricky. So this is going to be a multi point path, and it's difficult to correct the route. That's the thing, because when you're in sort of mid-flight, almost got it though. Almost got it. I feel. No. Yeah, and what you can do is you rotate in the preceding jumps to make it a little bit smoother. But yeah, I don't think I can actually. I think, get the feeling if I made the one on top of the piston here, then I'd be in an easy position to get this one. Well, I get a feeling that's just the case, but yeah. Let's say, when you play a lot of parkour, you can't, there's only so many times you can throw a torch randomly. No, there's only so many times that you can, like repeat the same jump. Obviously there's things, obviously obstacle jumps where you hit your head, repetitive jumps where there's a sequence which involve, a radical change in direction. Well, not radical. Yeah, you can only really do a 90-degree change in direction. No, actually, you probably could just do literally. It wouldn't be a 180 because then you'd be going back on yourself. But if you're going to the next line, you could be going down here and then come back. It would be, yeah. I mean, you can imagine the difficulties in certain. Just got to get right into the edge of the block. Realise that the block is. It's not a uniform thing. Because if you can imagine, it's like it's almost like. Yeah, you can imagine like when you're standing here. The only reason you've got it's like your feet. You can imagine your feet are sort of half and half over. Yeah, your feet are like half. Like your feet are pointing out. Your toes are pointing out here, and there comes a point where your center of mass is just going to go over the edge of it, and then it's gonna break it. And I actually made that one. So. We're now here. Ooh. Smoothly does it. Well, not smoothly because I jumped off the edge, unfortunately. But there we go. And... there we go. Ooh. So really, the way to do this is there's this channel if you can imagine just a straight thing there. So there's a channel, not here, about here. Yeah, in fact, as long as I just do a straight jump, yeah, you're gonna. It's not. That's the thing. As long as you think about these things all the time, then you can make it to the end, which I've just done. All right, there's 23 down. That did take me quite a long time. So yeah. Okay, so yeah.